Netflix's live-action version of One Piece will be getting its own deck in the card game. Not only that, but Uta will finally have her own proper starter deck, and we also have some new exclusive product to talk about. Hello everyone, my name is Zero, and welcome to Anything Geek, where you can enjoy your weekly good news about the One Piece card game. And if you follow along with the card game, you know that at some point we've had a promotional deck that was handed out during Film Red release in theaters. That deck was comprised of only promotional cards, starting with the leader, which was Uta, and all cards in the deck were actually taken from Film Red to promote the movie. Well, if you like that one, they're doing it again. Promotional card number 47 through 46 are actually gonna be a deck that's gonna be only comprised of promotional cards again. This deck will have a blue Luffy as the leader, and you may notice that all those cards are actually major characters that we see during the live action, save from maybe Kuro and Buggy. Now, the design of the cards are still manga style, so you may think, no, that's actually not a deck based on the live action, but two of the cards of this set of promotional cards are gonna be alternate art, and those cards are actually the number 55 and 56 respectively. Now, they didn't really say anything else about this set of cards. We don't know how we're gonna get it, and most importantly, we don't know if all the other cards are gonna get the same treatment. But for now, we know that Luffy and Zoro will get an alternate art featuring their actors from the live action, which might make this a very interesting blue deck to play around with, and also serve as a big promotion for the live action through the card game to bring in new people to see One Piece. And speaking of decks, we finally have some more information about the starter deck 11 featuring Uta. We already know this is a green deck, so that's a given. We know it's gonna be Uta, and it's gonna feature lots of her scenes as events, songs as events, and also characters from the movie Film Red. But we now have the first promotional posters in Japan for the starter deck. And just seeing full size like that, you might not notice it, but if you look closely at the bottom left corner of this image, you will see that we actually have the packaging design right there on this image. And we also have three other cards that are revealed for this poster, and those three we can fairly made out what they are, because the first one is just gonna be the leader. It's a big green card with Uta on it, and it's the leader. We have the second card that was already revealed through their social media, which is one of the SR of the deck. It's gonna be the character Uta. And we have an event, but that event we didn't have a close-up of as of right now, and so we don't know what it does, but we can kind of make out that this is Uta singing a song with lights in the background. But that's all we can infer from this. We also know the MSRP in Japan for this deck, and it's gonna be 550 yen. But let's talk a bit about the leader and what it does. So the leader is gonna be Uta. She's gonna be a 5 life, 5000 power leader, fairly classical for a monocle leader. She's gonna have the film type, and her effect is Dawn X1 when attacking, and once per turn, reveal the top card of your deck. If it is a film type card, you can add it to your hand, and then you return the remaining cards to the bottom of your deck. And I already think this is a great leader, because you have card searcher built into your deck, but this is only for the film type deck. So this deck, as of right now, we have some cards in green that are film type. We have Luffy, Usopp. We basically have the whole Straw Hat crew in green in film type. We also have a searcher in Nami for this deck. So this leader is going to be very interesting to play with, because you might not need to include a searcher in your deck, even though you can if you want to speed things up, but that's not all, because the SR is very interesting as well. So the SR is actually Uta, the character, cost 3, 4000 power, film type, counter 1000, blocker, and end of your turn, you may discard one event from your hand and set up one of your film type character as active. So we do have some restand ability in this green deck, so you could potentially restand some big cards that you have on your board, such as Zoro, Frankie, Luffy, the big cards from the film type that we had in Paramount War, especially since the Luffy is a blocker, but you're gonna attack with him given its power. You can do both now. You can attack and restand your Luffy to protect and use it as a blocker. And I do hope you're not fed up with Uta yet, because we've actually had a new announcement for a new premium card collection featuring Uta. We don't know anything yet about this. We don't know what the cards will look like. We don't know what their effect is gonna be. We don't know if they're gonna be simple reprints of other cards that we've had, such as the 1-0 collection, Meet the Straw Hat premium card collection that we've had, and the Film Red that we've had. But at least we know that this is coming to celebrate Uta and Film Red even more. And since they're already making a promotional deck for the live action, this not might be that much of a stretch to think that sometime in the near future we're gonna have a premium card collection celebrating the One Piece live action series. As always, let me know in the comments down below which was your favorite news. Are you hyped for that blue promotional deck featuring the live action characters? Do you plan on buying the starter deck 11 featuring Uta? I think this is gonna have some fantastic cards. Just the SR will already make up for it, because restanding a character might be big. You can see that already with Django and Krieg in green for OPO3. What's your thoughts on the premium card collection? I mean, I have to ask already, does anybody love Uta? I mean, I like the character, but that's just me, so let me down in the comment. Maybe you don't like Uta or you don't care about the character. Leave that also in the comments down below. But anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you're still here, this means the video was at the very least entertaining to you, so please leave a like. It really helps me a lot. And while you're at it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to never miss anything geek. Bye guys.